so excited. I'm actually live also on my YouTube, and I have not been live on my YouTube channel in a couple years. And then as a result of last night's Instagram live only on Healing Twin Flames, that, oh my goodness, was so awesome. Hello, Goddess Therese! She was there over here on IG at Healing Twin Flames. She was there last night, and it was bomb, and it was flowing, and we were just in a zone, and it was so good. It was so good. And I went to post the video, and even during, okay, so, woo, even during the video, I had said, oh, I got to make sure to download this. This is good, and all these things right now. As a result of what happened, I have 3 different devices. One's recording a backup video at this point. And we got Healing Twin Flames live as we did last night. And then, like I said, I'm on my YouTube at Empowerment Experiences. So last night when I went to hit post on that wonderful, amazing live that just, you know, when you show up and you step into something and you're not totally 100% sure. I mean, you're never 100% sure how it's going to go, right? But you step into it and you end up doing it and you're like, damn, pat yourself on the back, girl. You did that shit and it was bomb. I hit post. Wrote my little description first, of course. Made sure I was not over the hashtags because, you know, the limit. It starts to, oh, you know what I just realized? Holy moly. I didn't hit record. Backup. But I have it going on YouTube, so it should all be good for sure this time. But because the camera the video just shut off on my tablet. Oh my goodness. Fucking Friday, let me tell you. Woo! So, the status bar, as I was saying on Instagram, starts to, and then all of a sudden it stops showing the process that it shows, right? As it's loading and saving to my thing. And all that was left was the little itty bitty thumbnail and an X. And I know what that X means because I've been there. Been there. And I was like, oh, no. Now listen, I have intended, because the topic is intention and listening to intuition, because they are connected, sister. Let me tell you. And last night, oh, mercy. I had even mentioned, because this was definitely my own lesson in such a huge way, of no matter how subtle that intuition might be, the objective is for you to listen to it. No matter how faint or obviously how loud it might be speaking to you. Because is it not true that when you don't listen, so often it seems you regret it? And my intuition, in fact, more than even my intuition, I had even planned it to be going live again, to live stream on my YouTube, because getting new subscribers and such, and I was standing there when someone subscribed and they went to my channel, and the very first video that YouTube recommended was one of my old live streams. Well, hello, signs, you know, that's how we roll around here, signs. And I'm like, oh my, really? I didn't think it like recommended my live streams. So that was definitely a sign to say, hey, well, I had it literally on my, what you can call my accountability checklist, because I'm all about my checklists, okay? My tasks and, you know, making sure I stay consistent and such, at least have some kind of parameters and structure, some clarity. And my intuition said, when I was like, oh, I'm just going to do just Instagram on Healing Twin Flames. It's just going to be us in our little, and even, you remember Goddess Therese, right? When I first came on, I'm like, oh, I had my water, which I definitely have again. And I'm just like, I'm just feeling like it's just going to be us tonight, you know? Just just right here on the one account, no backup video, no YouTube in it like I had promised myself and had been led to do. Funny, not funny, that I literally mention the very thing about listening to our intuition. Cheers to being an imperfectly perfect human. Well, a soul learning how to navigate her humanness right along with you. Cheers. So yes, that said, if you are new around here catching the replay, my name is Rochelle. And here at Empowerment Experiences, we are healing twin flames. We are healing our inner child. We are healing our traumas, our wounds, shifting our sabotages. We are rising and stepping into our power fully and completely. We are looking for and finding our power through learning to love that which is our self. You know, and we really don't come to truly love ourselves without coming to know, coming to understand or understand, overstand that which we are, you know, individually and collectively. And I am a real-time, raw, sharing with y'all my journey. And just like I said, my intuition was like, even had my, and I just was like, it was so good. It was so good, that live, right? But then also, like I had talked about, which again, I'm gonna expand on all of this, was the whole falling into the hole as well. Like that part of that self-love empowerment is learning to honor where you are. All right, learning to clarify for yourself that first and foremost, you're learning, babes. You're learning. Okay? You don't need to punish yourself when you don't listen to your intuition. That's not what this is about, right? Right, Goddess Therese? It's not what this is about. It's not about you know, not listening to you. It's not about you. How did I end up in a squirrel over there? But it's not about you punishing yourself when you don't listen to your higher self, your intuition. Why would you be so critical and dictatorial with yourself instead of shifting into that space of compassion and understanding and a deeper understanding for yourself and your humanness, which in turn aids in you recognizing and in turn honoring that in others, right? So the topic is primarily, well, the main topic is intention. As we are becoming more and more conscious in our humanness, right? That is actually predicated. It's like it's baselined with being then consciously intentional about what you're creating for yourself, what you're creating within the collective. Yeah. You know, we are the ones who get to choose the kind of experience that we create for ourselves and others, right? And the way to really hone in the kind of experience that you want to be creating is having crystal clear intention behind why you're doing it. What is the purpose of it? Why are you doing that? Why are you doing the thing which you are doing? What is the outcome that you would like to experience with this? What is the experience that you want to have through the duration of this? What is the intention? There's even a moment there where there's that part of me, right? See, and again, I share this with y'all so you know you're not alone. That part of me that was just like, for a moment, it's like, oh, what else did I say last night? Oh, that video. And it's like, oh, bubbles, 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 right? Like we gotta, we are the ones who keep ourselves in these not so empowering spaces, right? We are the ones who do that. And again, would it not benefit you to have an intention of breaking out of that? You see, when we can really expand our awareness and thus our consciousness into a space of recognizing that each and every moment, just like Abraham Hicks teaches us, right? Each and every moment is a manifestation. Every moment. And that manifestation is linked to the intention that you have behind what this is that you want to manifest, that you are manifesting. Because remember, the want separates the result, right? But that which you are expanding into and receiving, you've got to be clear with the intention. And even I know what it is to be completely in absolutely muddy. Like we're talking landslide mud kind of lack of clarity for my intention. I know, right? Not having a clear vision, not having a clear, destination, shall we say, even though it's not about the destination, it is about the journey, but you have this goal in mind, right? And you're supposed to go and grow all the way to get there, right? So it is about this, the entirety of it. But what is over there that has you going, I'm going to go that way? And that whatever you run into along the way, you are able to tap into that intention. The intention behind doing what you're doing, behind taking that path that you're taking, behind getting into whatever relationship, business, or personal, whatever that is, whatever projects you're co-creating with others, whatever you're doing. Shit ain't gonna be easy. Okay? I mean, I'm not that, you can definitely, okay. Immediately I'm like, here I am like, shit ain't gonna be easy. But you know what? You can manifest for yourself for those things that maybe our egos would be like, oh my God, this is so hard, this is so difficult, and whatever challenges that are in our paths on our way to get to where we want, that we are able to in ourselves go, I can do this. I had a moment where I got squirreled a little bit there in my thoughts. But I got this. This is why I'm going to do this. This is why I'm going to keep going. Even though today I feel like giving up. I feel like throwing in the towel. But you have to recognize that part of that is, that's part of the journey. Okay? There's going to be shit days. The easy thing, right? There's going to be shit days. But you can manifest for yourself greater ease and flow. It's not going to be without challenges. It's not going to be without challenges. And we talked about this yesterday, right, Therese? The challenge. Let us all know again, what is a challenge? So this journey is not going to be without challenges. And you are going to want to give up. And even more so, believe me when I tell you, even more so, you want to give up when it feels, when you have that lack of clarity, when you don't know the intention behind the reason for doing what you're doing. You end up going, well, this ain't worth it. And I know this, and I know right now, I've had conversations with a couple different soul sisters. And it seems as though all the true light workers, the goddesses who are ascending right to this higher level, are having to go and grow through such deeper and excruciating healing, where you're at such a state of feeling as though, like, what's the point? Especially in today's climate, with the literal crumbling of the old guard, or as a lot of as a few people say in the realm of awakening, Babylon is fallen. And so that which we have come to understand as our matrix, as our reality, is it's crumbling. It's crumbling. There's no other way to put it. It's crumbling. I mean, and you can just look around. If those of us who are actually paying attention, wow, do we see the massive just dismantling and crumbling of the old systems and what's happening here. Where was I? It's all good. It's all good. Oh yes, there it was. I'm like, open, in flow channel here. There have been a lot, like I said, a lot of goddesses that have been in that space of feeling hopeless, feeling as though it's like, why? What's the point? Why bother? It's all crumbling anyway. It's all going to get taken away. And I'm going to say this because I know I need this reminder too, amidst all of this, is that you chose. I know. Even a part of me is like, I mean, insert massive, mega, big eye roll here, okay? Right? I get it. That part of me. But you chose to be here for exactly this. For exactly this time. To do this work in and on yourself, and simultaneously to be contributing to the work of the greater good, of the crumbling, being a part of the crumbling and the dismantling of the old enslavement system, and the rising up, the building of the new, because we must break down that old, right? We must also have an intention behind why we're doing it, right? It's because we all want to be free. We all want to know our abundance. We all want to, all I hear is the word free. Free to be. Period. Right? Not to be under the thumb of some evil overlords trying to make us all work until we're 80, and pay basically illegal taxes. Just saying. At this point, it's extortion, but I digress. We don't want to get ourselves in trouble for, because freedom of speech is, woo! That is why instead of, and I know I do it a lot, you still got to call things out so that you know to pivot. Like, again, communism is fast consuming this country. People who are paying attention, we see it. There's way too much government overreach. And that, we call it out. But then how do we change things? We pivot over here and we be the change. We recognize through awareness what's going on over here so that we know what we're supposed to be doing. And I use my air quotes because it's like supposed to be. It's like, for you what your calling is. It's just a matter of, are you listening? Hello, intuition. And then following through on all of those things, right? Following through. So that's what we're doing here, is we're learning to tap into our power, reclaim that, learn to recognize who we are, the power that we possess, and in doing so, the ability and capability that we have for truly, literally, actually creating the experience that we want to be having. Intentionally. And so I'm definitely shifting more and more into that space after, like I said, going and growing through so much. Do I feel like it's over? No, it's never over. It's never done. In fact, when you're done, you're out of this. You're out of this place, man. You're out of here. Out of here. Oops. Need to stretch my leg here. You're out of here. So it's like Abraham says, you never get it done. You never get it done. So it's a matter of really getting into the practice of showing up with intention, being clear on the reason behind why you're doing it, having your energy fully behind what you're doing, even doing this live for a second night in a different energy, a different space than where I was last night. I mean, obviously it took a moment to set all the devices up and I had to sit here before I went live and really declare an intention that I am going to show up and be a conduit, and whatever messages need to come are going to come, and whoever needs to receive those messages are going to receive those messages. And that it's going to be just as fucking amazing as it was last night, if not better. If not better. I mean, one thing that's going to make it better tonight is that it's going to save somewhere on one of these devices. All right? So, that said, I am super excited for what I am creating with intention and kind of getting back into the space of, I say back into because I feel like I've been so focused working with my entrepreneurial clients that I've been working with, getting to design and create all of their content and just kind of take some load off of them with my own technological, prowess. I use that term loosely in that context because, I am not a coder. I definitely get, a little freaked out at times in certain spaces, especially with all this fake intelligence and all of this. Again, the invasion of privacy, just all these things. They really, been feeling like the walls are closing in a little bit, right? But that's why, again, we have to be the ones to be anchoring the energy of freedom, right? For ourselves and for future of humanity. That's why we're here, right? That's why we have to build something new, because the old, very nefarious intentions. So with that though, next month, oh yes, that was what else I talked about now that we're here. Next month is my birthday. It's my birthday. And throughout my entire life, first and foremost, I'm going to be 45. I ain't ashamed to say it. I mean, holy crap, the shit that I've been through, and I think I still look pretty good. Thank you very much for my age and what I've been through. Woo! But that said, in my nearly 45 years on this earth, it is quite challenging, and I know I'm not the only goddess that experiences this for her birthday. It's been a challenge throughout my life to celebrate not just myself, but my birthday specifically, and to allow others to celebrate me, because I have, PTSD from growing up, where, my mother had made it all about her. She would literally, and I know Goddess Therese heard this story last night, but nobody else has really. I mean, since the live didn't save. But my mother worked so hard to dim my light and to make herself center of attention, especially when it came to my birthday. I mean, I was, in her words, a mistake after all. And the reason she was so unhappy. So, okay. Now I get to choose. It's a privilege. Bye. See ya. And, karma. That's how it happens. That's just how it happens. And it's more so the space of that toxicity is still there. So obviously if she were growing and healing and doing the work, that's different. And I had projected a lot of my healing onto her when I first really got along into my healing journey several years ago, and I was so excited to talk to her, and I was so excited to like see if the work that I'd done on me was going to be mirrored in her. But all it actually did was mirror back that part of me that I had carried my whole life, that toxicity that had been within me. It amplified it. It was more noticeable because of the cleansing and the releasing and the healing that I'd been doing. Like it was that much more, well, I was that much more sensitive to it. And like, no, I deserve better, right? So that's part of this. I keep saying so, little filler words. I gotta watch that. That being said, the most prevalent birthday memory that was like the icing on the cake for me, and just really is the one that I go back to. And there's an earlier one from a few years prior, because again, when you're doing this healing journey, you kind of got to follow the bunny trail, right? Follow the crumbs back and be like, oh, that's when it really, got sunk its teeth in. But this experience was, it was my 18th birthday. I'd already made all the plans. I'd already had all my girlfriends invited. I was so excited. And literally, my mother had approved it. Like, I had full permission to do this. And so, again, there I am, riding my little happy train. And 2 weeks before the party was supposed to happen, she literally point blank tells me the party is canceled. And the reason she gave was because she said so. And I don't think I mentioned this part last night, so you get a little extra tidbit, Therese, is I was being distracted or kept busy the day of, and I'm an intuitive. I knew something was up. I knew it. I knew it. When you're teenage girls, you read each other's love letters. I mean, at least we did back in Podunkville, Kansas, okay? Because there wasn't a whole lot happening out there in the boonies, okay? Okay? Not a whole lot. Cow tipping, cricking. There wasn't a whole lot to be doing, okay? So we would read each other's love stories or love letters, whoever had, significant others. And so I was reading one of them that we were supposed to be dropping off at the post office. Now, she had purposely left it unsealed so we could read it, myself included. Apparently, she either didn't realize, or maybe she was being my real friend and kind of letting me know in advance like what was actually going down, because in that letter it was revealed that my mother took my entire party plans and vision that I had and scapegoated it. I mean, like, is that the word? Like, she bogarted it. She made it a surprise party so she could, I don't know, have the spotlight, I don't know. Like, I would love to hear what your thoughts are on what maybe her thoughts were on this and why. The only real perspective and deduction I've been able to obtain is that, or to reach, is that she just wanted to be the center of attention. She did not want me to have my moment for my day. She wanted to control. So, I didn't mention it to the friend that I was riding around with. She had run indoors to someone else's house, and I was waiting in the car when I read the letter. And she came back. I said nothing, because at that point, I'm knowing that this friend is keeping me busy. So literally, obviously, she had known. because I had invited her to my party. I'm like, the what? The what? What? Like anymore, I'm just like, what? How did you justify that in your head, Peggy? Like that's Mommy Dearest's name. I mean, it's like, how did you? Anyway, I digress. So we make our way, drop that letter off at the post office, go, because it was a little Podunkville, like I said. It's a little small town. And then we got to go out several miles out to my family's house. And we get there, and of course, you know, you can feel the energy. You can feel it. And there were other people there, I could tell. So, of course, I am so, like, genuinely, like, I could feel it. I could feel that for my 17-year-old self turning 18. I can feel that now, that crushing, that made to feel so small. And then I'm supposed to walk into this party amongst all of my friends screaming, surprise! And my mother, and I'm supposed to be excited? I kid you not. I looked at my friends and I smiled and I was like, hey. And then I turned and I looked at my mother, who was there at the front of the room in front of everybody, spotlight on her. And I looked at her and I literally asked her, how could you? How could you? I was so happy and excited planning this party for myself and, you know, and my friends, and you know, a person is so far from healed and emotionally mature or emotionally balanced when she literally just started bawling her eyes out and ran out of the room. And so I had to spend my birthday party consoling my mother, who had told me I couldn't have the party after she told me I could, and then took it over, right? So again, yeah, right? Goddess Teresa makes no sense. Makes no sense. And so I just was like, you know what? Well, so how does this play into my life as an adult all these years? Well, let me tell you, when you have this kind of conditioned experience, this kind of program, right, running, where someone always makes a scene or causes an issue or creates a situation, when it's in a group environment for your birthday, it happens throughout your life until you heal it, right? So we're getting here. We're getting to where I'm going with this. The last group party, we won't talk about the few others in like college and things like that, because you know alcohol, but those parties didn't usually turn out to be happy endings. Okay. Let's move to the most recent group party that I had. I want to say about 5 years ago now. Nope, probably more like 6 or 7 years at this point, right? So it's been several years since I've put myself in this situation to, you know, work on this. Well, in short, someone made themselves center of attention by making an issue about some lady putting essential oils in her water, which I do, and I'm living proof. It's fine, but you got to make sure they're, you know, high quality and purified, you know, the level of approved for ingestion. But, and I'm just sitting there going, can we just sit for my birthday? So again, point being, and wait, I'm going to point out something though too. So I mentioned my mom's name, Peggy. This woman's name, penny. We don't believe in coinky dinks round here. And so that was the last year that I did that, because at that point I'm like, okay, time out. Time out here. I'm not doing this again. And I believe it was the year after when, and in that interim through the year leading up to my birthday, that I learned about what I call birthday blessings. And what those are there's all these businesses, you know, myself included. You know, you get on my email list and I gotta get everybody's, you know, get your date. You don't need your year, just the date you were born. And I want to start, you know, some kind of birthday gift, some kind of mini reading or something like that for your birthday, just as my gift to you. But these businesses, they bless you with a birthday gift, right? Like I got to shout out Nothing Bundt Cakes. Nothing Bundt Cakes is definitely a must stop for me. And see, I didn't plan on going into all this. We're just going to hang out for a little bit around here. But Nothing Bundt Cakes, local to the Phoenix Valley. They have several locations now. You get a free little birthday buntlet. Okay? Free little birthday buntlet. And these guys, back in my former business, not my former business, but I'm talking, I had a business, a creative business called Americus, and I did shadow boxes, display cases, little custom created, you know, personalized gifts and things like that. And I did farmers markets and other vendor events. I remember when these guys were just starting out doing vendor shows and farmers markets, and now they have, I want to say they're up to at least 4 to 5 locations, and they usually got people coming through there. All right, so they are a must. So I would recommend, number one, if you're a business owner too, definitely something to look at for yourself. How can I honor the presence of, you know, my customers, my clients, those who actually are the intention behind why, you know, what I'm showing up for, why I have this business. You know, I want to make that difference in the world. I want to have that impact. Well, what greater way to have an impact in someone's life than to celebrate them on their special day, right? So just that little tip. But when you, let's have a moment. I need a sip. I'm still drinking my tea here. Oh my goodness. Okay. Scene change, a little shift-a-roo here. Now, intention behind what we're doing, why we're doing. So I had to share all of that little background, again, because I share my journey so that you can see that I can do it, you can do it, and I'm here to help you do it and through it if you need. Obviously, I'm here for y'all. You can book a session at iamempowered.as.me now, but you're going to want to hear what I got coming up for my birthday next month. Because you see, remember this whole group kind of scenario? Now, I'm not sure if it's just in a physical kind of locale. What about on Zoom? What about on Zoom? Because guess what? My birthday is May 24th. Gemini, baby. What? And I'm a Manny Gen in my human design. Woo! Let me tell y'all, I am like Tasmanian devil with all the different shit I want to be doing. And I'm like, there's not enough hours in my fucking day. Anyway, I digress. Woo, stop. But next month, I am doing, and that's why I was so stoked about last night, but I am doing for the first time in several months, Manifesting Moon May for my birthday. Whoop! Because let me tell you. So the new moon ritual, which is one part of this, now it's an entire process. So you'll get 5 different downloads because I've been led to expand the experience, right? So that you can go that much deeper and ground into and root your vision, your manifestations that much more, and amplify the intention that much more, right? So you'll have some work that you got to do, prep work before the first ritual, which is the new moon ritual, and we're going to do it on May 7th. Then my birthday is May 24th. It's on a Friday. I'm going to 420 that day all day, baby. I might get me a chauffeur to take me around for my little blessings. I don't know. We shall see. We shall see. Anyway, I digress. So, the night before, I kid you not, May 23rd, full moon. Full moon. Technically, we could do it Friday night, but I'm not going to pretend that I'm probably going to be tired from all of because I hit up at least 4 or 5, different spots of my favorite spots for my birthday. The other spot I got to shout them out to is Jared's Coffee, Tea, and Gallery. They at least they hook me up, I know for sure, but they hook you up. I got to talk to them, making sure about getting on their email and getting on top of their email list. We had that talk last summer, but about, making sure you all know you should be able to be getting a free birthday drink for your birthday. So I definitely stopped there and get my chai from Jared's Coffee, Tea, and Gallery in Mesa. So, excuse me, I got some little burpees there. But I go all the way, so I won't be spent Friday night. I'm probably going to be, and this cracks me up just to say it. When I talk about now I'm going to be 45 and I'm like, I have those flashback moments where as I say, I'm probably going to be in my jammies and in my bed by 8:30, sleep by 9. And I remember those days, not even thinking. I flash back to, oh, damn, 25 years ago, I was just getting ready to go to the club at 8:30, 9 o'clock on a Friday night. I was like, which club we going to? Oh, jeez. Now I'm like, club? Bed? Who feels me on that one, right? So that's why I have been, of course, divinely led to do it on the night before, which guess what? Woot woot! How cool is this that we know 5 is the manifestation number, especially when you got triples. Woo! Big time, right? But the 5 is manifestation, right? So guess what? 23 is a 5. So it's the month of 5 and the day of 5. I know, let's see, 2024, no, that's 8. But it's still in the Fibonacci, so maybe 8 is the number of abundance. Taped up. Boom. Yes, that's good shit right there, right? So we got the 2 5s and we got the 8. So Thursday, May 23rd is our Fuck Fears full moon ritual experience, and I couldn't imagine a better opportunity or better experience than to step into this group environment again from a different perspective to, again, feed to that more Pegasus perspective of things, right? To have all sorts of angle view of things. But to do this I'm not taking more than 10. That's all the space. Just 10 spots. Now, will they all be filled? I don't know. I just know whoever's supposed to be there is going to be there, and it's going to be amazing. I'm so excited to be able to share with all of you my journey and my healing, as well as be a participant and contributor to yours as well. It's why we're all here, right? We're all just walking each other home, right, sister? We all just walking each other home. Now, what takes this to a whole nother level of this month for my birthday, do not click the scammer, do not, nope. I wonder, it doesn't give me an option to, while I'm live. Yeah, well, we'll handle that. Anyway, I digress. So what takes this manifesting moon process, this whole empowerment experience, again, it lasts the entire moon cycle. So like I've said, you'll get a download a couple days before the first ritual, before the new moon ritual, to do the prep work needed for the night of the ritual. And then there is work in between the new moon and the full moon to clear out things and create space and do what needs to be done in order to be aligning with and receiving your visions, right? Your manifestations and stepping into this, right? And then we do the full moon ritual. And then yes, there are a few little follow-up activities for you. So it's like an entire month that we get to spend together, and we're going to spend that together in addition to having the 2 Zoom rituals that you'll get the replay links for as well. I sometimes put a limit on how long. I can guarantee you'll have all the PDF downloads, so you will be able to do it again and again and again and again, however many times you want. But in addition to the 2 Zooms, we're going to have a private Telegram group wherein you will get all of the support throughout the weeks that this group experience lasts. So there's that. That's the coaching container experience of this. The Zooms, the Telegram, so that you are getting to the clarity, getting to your power, and creating what you want to be creating, right? For yourself. So here's the tie-in for the birthday thing. It might be my birthday, but I now have an empowerment toolkit. Like, what better gift for me to give y'all being part of this? It's included in the cost, of course, to get an entire toolkit with all the tools that you're going to need for both rituals. You don't have to really get hardly anything except for maybe a little fire safe space, because we're going to be lighting candles, 2 of them. And that said, speaking of, you're going to get, it's going to come in just our, right now, because I haven't quite, this is a kind of a last minute ad for this experience. So in order to keep it at a more affordable rate in terms of everything I'm including in here and everything that you're going to, the investment that you are putting into yourself, into up-leveling your manifestation game, into increasing your awareness, to strengthening the power of your intention, and of course your manifestation, you're going to just be ecstatic, okay? So in here, though, it's what matters. It's what's inside that matters the most here. And I'm going to show you. I'm so excited. I have been wanting to add a kit for a minute to this experience. And finally, everything fell into place. So first and foremost, you will get in here, and you get to choose. That's why that box said G. Green, which really is my personal favorite. I mean, if you've seen my room, my work room, there's a little bit of green, you all know. It's green all up in here. And there's pink. Oh, see this? There we go. Pink or green. So you do get to choose which journal you would like. These are obviously mine. This one is a new one, but this one's mine. I've had it for several years now, and this was a gratitude journal, and it was from like 2020. And it's really cool to go back and see the things you've written, right? That's why I'm definitely a person that I'm like, save your journals, right? There's a process that I utilize when it's like purging things. I don't tend to put them in my good journals. I have like purge journals, and those are the ones that I do toss because I'm releasing that, I'm letting that go. But then there are journals that that are just basically autobiographying my life, you know, my journey. And I'm here to tell you, sister, I have looked back at some of my journals from my journey and I read things and I'm like, oh, wow, I remember that. And oh God, that was so amazing to it's like, I'm so different now. Like I healed that. I shifted that. Fuck yes. Right? So you want to do that. So yeah, so you'll get, and let me show you really quick. Oh, this is really cool. So in here, in the back, looky what's in the back. And look, it's like a special fabric. So it's not going to get so torn and worn. I love this here. Okay. So pink or green you get for that. That's you get to choose. And then because part of hello, the ritual that we're going to need it for, Palo Santo and Sage must-haves. Hello. Hungard. No negativity stands a chance. Right? So you get one each of those babies. And then, I think I had fun doing these. These are adorable, aren't they? They're already a little banded together. In here, so the white package or the pink package are your white candles. And then the black package are the black candles. Again, those of you who've participated in my previous experiences are probably like, ooh, black candles. Ooh, what are we going to do with those? Because we haven't used those before. That's why I'm telling you. I'm so excited about this experience. And you get to be part of the first time at this level, the first one to be getting this kit, be part of a legacy with empowerment experiences, yo. I mean, that in and of itself is huge, right? Okay. There's more, but wait, there's more. So I'm working on, so I am one of my entrepreneurial clients. You know, we've kind of progressed into like business friends and just friends, right? More and more in that space, kind of like Goddess Therese and I, huh? We love this kind of journey. With that said, we love when things grow and expand and become bigger and better for ourselves and each other and all that. One of those things that I get to do now is work with stones and crystals at a whole nother level. Like I have access to actual miners and, you know, all the stones and crystal dealer, also pretty exciting. But that said, that's why I get one of first dibs on one of my favorite stones that I didn't even know existed before they came across my eyeballs here. Rainbow peacock ore pyrite. I mean, hello, it's this whole, you know, so pyrite in and of itself is considered fool's gold, but it's perfect for manifesting wealth, right? Because it's the symbol, right? It's the representative for gold itself, right? And rainbow peacock ore pyrite for me and what I intuit very much is it's the totality of abundance that a rainbow peacock ore pyrite is going to amplify an attraction of and for. Rainbow peacock ore pyrite, because you have just this rainbow of all the colors, meaning all the things, right? So each piece is obviously going to be unique, and it's, of course, it's a raw piece. Most all of them are going to have quartz veins, little quartz veins in them, and I encourage you to go over to Infinite Beyond, the Infinite Beyond 2177. That's the main account that we are, you know, doing all these at. I'm going to be posting more. In fact, I'm going to be posting each and every one of the stones that I have hand-picked out of all of the ones that we have in the collection that are going in the kit. So you'll get one of these babies in your kit. So keep a lookout for those posts to come. Then, because I wanted them, because I mean, I'm a Gemini and we are all about variety, baby. So I wanted each, and I knew, not just wanted, but I knew intuitively each stone has to be unique in its in what it is, right? This one, a little blurry, I think, right? But this one, it's just, again, like this, the front-facing camera does no justice for close-ups. Seriously, for real. But this crystal here, and again, you can see more at The Infinite Beyond 2177. This is called Preonite. Preonite. And you can be assured that every one of these stones, in one way, shape, or form, aids in manifestation. It aids in transmuting negativity and purging fears. You know, anything and everything that is the intention, hello, for what activities and what we are doing within this empowerment experience, they all are obviously perfectly aligned for such things. So Preonite, and again, each one is going to be unique and handpicked by yours truly. So that's stone number 2. Stone number 3 we'll go to now is this one. Now, this one I'm really, really excited about. And they're all, again, going to be different for you, right? This one I'm really excited about because these are the ones, this collection, these are the ones that I literally picked up off the earth for you. I literally picked this up from Gaia to bring and deliver to whom it is divinely to be delivered. Superstition Mountains, Mineral Mountain out here, specifically in Arizona. I got to pick up raw, fresh, natural quartz. I never got to literally go out to a mountain where people go rock hounding, because that's the word, and collect crystals that I'm being divinely guided to share with all of you. So wherever you are, you're going to have a piece of Arizona come to you that, again, was picked up by me. So there is no chain of handling. It's literally from the earth, me to you. Obviously, it's going to be, and I'll do a whole clearing on the packaging as well, but it's going to be sealed in here, and it's going to come straight to you. It's not going to go from the earth to a wholesaler, to another wholesaler, to a retailer, to that retailer. No. Straight from Gaia to you. So I'm really excited about that. And then, number 4. That's what I'm telling y'all. There's so much. And you're going to feel like a whole new woman on the other side of this. Like, oof. We also do cards. I have a special deck of cards that I use strictly for my group experiences. I do not use them in my public readings. I use them in my group experiences. On occasion, if I'm led, depending on the context of the client session, I may incorporate these cards. However, these cards tend to be specifically for these kinds of experiences. So this last, well, the 4th one, because I'm not going to send the kits out. So when you sign up. The kits will get sent out May 1st. That's the deadline for everybody to sign up. The kits will all get mailed out at the same time. That way, because it's birthday month, it's presents, it's, you know, if I find something else that I want to put in there, everybody gets one. So I'm going to hold on to it until the absolute day. Okay. So the 4th stone, and oh, I didn't even know these exist. I mean, how many stones are in the world, right? This is an amethyst agate. An amethyst agate. It's like a blend almost of amethyst and agate. And it looks so much like the moon in there, doesn't it? It looks like the moon. And so see, they literally, this is the only one of the the 4 stones so far that has any sort of polish. All the others are raw because the intention, the intention is for you, goddess, to be tapping into your raw energy, to your raw and realness, and just bringing that up and being like, I am because I am. And I am empowered, and I am powerful, and I am a intentional manifester and an intentional creator and an intentional co-creator, right? But here's our polish and shine. So we have that. So that's what, so far, stones, Palo Santo, journals, and for sure there's one more thing, this. Did I even, oh yes I did right here. So I have, as I mentioned, I have the bigger bottle. Oh, because I love this stuff so much. And we've used it energetically in the last Manifesting Moon experience, but I've been using it for 2 years now. I love it. It is called Calming Moonlight Rays. There's both sizes here. Calming Moonlight Rays. This, because again, to keep things, you know, according to size, this is also in the kit. So when all of, and what I'm getting at for the intention really behind this is that when you really begin to tap into your power, when you really begin to tap into the energies that abound around you, things can feel kind of overwhelming and chaotic, right? Well, here we go. Calming Moonlight Rays. And I'm telling you, love this. And it's a very, very delicate, because I do not tend to do powerful fragrances. I don't, especially, you know, a lot of us sensitives, when we're sensitive, okay? But in this, in addition to, you know, crystal vibrations and such, like, and I will tag her. I'm going to share. I'm going to link her website. Well, maybe I know on YouTube you have to approve the, oh, good. Are you on my email list? Because guess what? You'll get the link to the YouTube replay and the link to Gina's website, Crystalline Essence. That is the name of her business, Crystalline Essence. And she's in fact currently creating on her land up not far from Sedona, Crystalline Acres. Like she's literally creating this. Oh, I just love it. But you're going to get a bottle list. So again, in here, in terms of fragrance, just so you know, is the essential oils would be Roman chamomile. We have vanilla and coconut base. That's it. That's it. It's a very, very, very delicate scent, yet powerful in its effect and its purpose of just calming. It's actually quite refreshing, to be quite honest. That's why I'm just like, Yes, please. Okay. Like I'm glad she sent me extras. So now I have a travel size in my purse and I don't have to lug my big one. Right. So there is that, goddess. Now, oh my gosh, I am just so excited to be doing this and having, all these things, like literally right now, here's the box of things all packaged up, the extra candles in this container. Here we got all stones and crystals in here. Oh my goodness. Oh, I'm so excited. Now, how it's going to work, because I could do it either way. I could create the purchase link on my booking site, my scheduling site, and then you get the Zoom links automatically sent. Or I could do it on my website. You buy through that as the item with the kit, wherein you can put in your address. But then I'd have to send you the links for the Zoom separate, versus, again, the original path was I'm going to have to follow up with you to get your address when you book it through, because that's what I settled on, is booking it through my scheduling page, rather than directly on my Empowerment Experiences shop. It is at iamempowered.as.me/group experiences, I believe. I will be linking it. And by all means, send me a DM on Instagram. And obviously, you know, you can comment on YouTube, but that's, like I said, get on my mailing list, go to my website, empowermentexperiences.com, make sure you get on I don't have my pop-up turned on. Contact me at the bottom of my website, okay? And make sure that we get you. I do have a couple landing pages. Again, I'm kind of all over the place at this moment here, but we're gonna get your address, but you're gonna book it through iamempowered.as.me so that you get the Zoom links and everything like that. And then I will reach out to you and get your mailing address so that you receive your kit on time. Okay? Sounds good? Oh my goodness. I've been on here for an hour and five minutes. That said, oh my gosh, thank you, Goddess Therese, for hanging out this whole time. I appreciate you so much. I do. And this time, gratefully, right, we're getting better and better at listening to our intuitions, right? We are, yeah. That's why, yeah, you know, last night after all that shit went down and I was just ready to, no. I'm like, process, work through, knowing I was going to come back on and be like, fuck it, I'm going to do it again. And it's going to be better. It's going to be bomb. I mean, Goddess Therese, you did. Yes, you got to be here the whole time. Because lo and behold, that was the other thing last night after we connected after. And I messaged her. I was like, oh my God, it didn't publish because she didn't get to finish it. That's when she tells me that it locked up on her and she couldn't get back in anyway. So something was really wonky about whatever the live stream was last night. But as we know, for whatever purpose it had to happen, and maybe again for me to grow a little bit stronger in my journey so that I can be of better service for you and yours. I mean, we have to walk the walk, y'all. Can't just talk the talk, because we're moving past the inauthentic time. All right. That's why intention is so important, as well as listening to that intuition, because that intuition is your authentic self. That intuition is really where your power is within. That intuition, right? And then harnessing and applying the power of intention, that's, hello, even more power. And just as I am here to do, the power is in your hands. I'm here to remind you of that. This power to create what you want to be creating, to experience what you want to be experiencing, to go and grow through the challenges with greater ease. And again, they're not bound to be very easy, but they can be more easeful if you let them be, right? But that power to do so, it's in your hands. Because that power has always, always, always been inside you. Namaste. Real quick, remember, DM me, message me if you're ready to dive in for the Manifesting Moon group experience next month for Manifesting May for my birthday. What? All right, got it. I'll see you later. Get on my newsletter, DM me, whatever it's got to be. I am here for thee. Namaste. Huh. How do I? Oh, shit. Oh, thank goodness. Woo, I had a freak out moment. I accidentally closed the... Okay, share. How do I end it? Welcome to... this is fun. Do I hit the X? Okay.